Hello YouTube, it's me, SPC Resistance as Futile, and I'm gonna do another Ruse replay. I'm playing together with Scott Nolan of the Brits, who is pretty close to the Japanese, so the Japanese obviously got an advantage. Cookie, don't know him. Think I've played with him before, friend of Blackout I think. Going Air, Blackout, good friend of mine. KOALA Hugger, and also going Air as the Japanese. I'm going United States because, well, I didn't have the DLC yet, and I actually prefer United States or Germany over the Japanese at the moment. However, I'm playing a lot of more Japanese because it's a hell of a lot of fun, because their playstyle is so different. I just got owned by snipers. I didn't even know how useful they are. They really are great. Trust me. I'm gonna start off with some nice little Shermans. Nice, quick start. My enemy standard Russian tactic. Infantry with artillery, pushkas, medium artillery but long range. And I gotta flee before I get owned by KV1. One of the most important things of the game is knowing when you have to flee. It really is important. You can't win every battle, you gotta flee sometimes. My Shermans for speed, and for the power I just use inversions. I actually just destroyed a little supply depot with my Steward. I'm being chased off by two Russian tanks. And here Blackout starting to help me, but not really necessary. Would have been more useful if he killed some medium artillery, but no, infantry. I can take out the infantry. Well, here, some nice little bombardments on my tanks. Just hope it doesn't screw up my sound. Now, Scott Nolan had a pretty good start. Early tank rush, but here the Russians, he's getting some Russian help here, and they get owned. That is unfortunate for the Russians, but not so much for us. Here, Steward is still standing. My troops start to drive around. That is why I never use infantry. They just get annihilated by tanks. I really like tanks. I really like the combination of tanks and Pershings. Pershings for the firepower. Shermans quick, pretty strong, can chase off things. Here I see a nice little Sipkier or something. I don't know how to pronounce it. But luckily it gets killed by Blackout, so he doesn't get a secondary headquarters. Here I don't like the look of this. Blackout actually saves my Shermans. And here is actually the big battle going on. It is not a very big amount of troops, but it is pretty cool. And if I look what he got, he probably could have used some anti-tank. However, I'm not very good with anti-tank. I really get owned. And here you see my Shermans coming to help out. I also like to put my Shermans in groups of 3, simply because they have enough firepower and don't. And if you lose them, it doesn't really matter. It's not a lot of money, and they can handle quite a lot of things. When they're in packs of 4. Well, my Pershing started driving around to take out Monk. Monk, however, does not really protect his base simply because this is his base. This is just, well, extra. And this is just a giant, well, I don't get why people play so much with infantry. Infantry can be very good, but it's so vulnerable for tanks or a lot of things can destroy infantry, while not so very many things can destroy tanks. If you had some anti-tank in this forest, I would be dead. Well, my tanks start driving around, take out monk, and then actually if only left is this big battle between Scott Nolan and Zero. So here the biggest role of Blackout and Cookie are actually support roles. However, Cookie does take a big advantage of the center taking, and you see Blackout just supports people. They take out the center, Scott holds, and I just annihilating people from the side. They can't do it, defend it all, so they gotta choose between their base and winning the war. I'm gonna stop zooming out, constantly in and out. And, well, it's not going too bad for Scott. But, of course, he's going not very good either. He just had a big mistake for choosing England next to your enemy. However, he's doing very good for someone who's playing England. It's so close. With bad luck. And you see here that I take out Monk, and the next guy, that Ego, sorry, I don't know his name, gets killed by infantry. How I just don't get why people get the infantry killed. Alright, if you get infantry killed by surprise, but just plain sight infantry, yeah, that's just weak, I think. A lot of high level players use it, but I prefer my tanks. I really like the tanks. Are known for my aggression and my tanks. I have not a barracks built. I have no barracks. Everyone else got a lot of barracks. I don't have any barracks. I really am completely useless when it's barracks. Well, you see we've won here. Good game to those guys. Better game to us. I'm just a son of a bitch. Blackout played very good support. Cookie very good in taking the center, and Scott Nolan has hold his ground. All very necessary. Well, you see losses 0. This is my war. This is a very good game actually for me. Yeah, I've done better, but it is pretty good. Might just post a loss for a change. Well, hey guys.